EA NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Love going to throw right away. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Throwing, Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
A second down throw for Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Here is 3rd and 5. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And he used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
A give left side. Here's Achane. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
They set up the screen. Achane has it. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Tua sets up to pass it. That is caught, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to the ground, Achane. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now Tua going to change the play. On 1st down, back to Achane. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And now they'll shift things around. Looking to pass. Tua. Quick slant. Tyreek Hill with it. And oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play. Tua now, 3rd and goal. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle they go with Mostert. Eric Wilson able to make the tackle. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Running right, here's Achane. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Well, we know it's a tough mission for this defense to hold them to a field goal after that long kick return, but they're one play away from doing it.
They certainly are. Very close. Needed to get done because they've treated this like a sudden change. You know, when the offense turns the ball over on a fumble or an interception, before you go out, you get together as a defense and go, sudden change, keep your poise, be ready to go. That's exactly what this group has done.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it with Achane. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Let's go. Red 38. 62 blaster.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Here's Moore. He will return it. And he won't quite make it to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Tua. Throw caught by Achane. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
Here is 3rd down and 4. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Tua going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it. Tua on 4th down. They're going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, He ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Touchdown, Packers! Tucker Kraft, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Packers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Short throw to Smith, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tua now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I, this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 2nd down and 8. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 43-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And how about that on third down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle, Achane. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Tua. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Now Tua. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Throwing Tua. Second down, goal to go. Here's Tua. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
Important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. McManus now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Tua to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Connecting with Hill. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter. It's 1st and 10. Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Tua. He'll buy some time right. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
Here's 1st and 10. Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, and this is nervous time now. They decided to go for it right there. Fortunately, still a little bit of time left for another shot, but this one almost certainly has to be in the end zone.
Here's 2nd down. Now Tua. That'll be caught by Hill. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From South Florida, good night, everybody.